stressed out.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of I Like That Podcast. Now, again, if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, the title, or the shirt that I'm wearing, we're going to be talking about my favorite band, 21 Pilots. Guys, this band is amazing. What I like about 21 Pilots is they have something for everybody, all right? If you want to know what I mean by that, they don't have a genre, if you think about it. We're just jumping right into it, guys. They are considered alternative rock in a way, but they have a lot of electronic, they do rap. Like, there's no limit to this band. There really isn't. They have a plethora of different albums, different songs, a lot of hits. Everybody knows their main hit, Stressed Out, Heathens, a whole bunch of stuff, guys. Everyone knows their main album, which is one of my favorite albums, is Blurryface. It's a tremendous band. It's two guys, Tyler Joseph, Josh Dunn. They're with Josh's drumming, Tyler's amazing writing, and it's beautiful. I also have a tattoo. This is kind of like tattoo tour every time I talk about something I like and I have a tattoo of it. But this band is awesome. They talk a lot about mental health, which I love as somebody who struggles a lot with their mental health. It's really nice, like, hearing a story. And that's not only, like, just songs about mental health. What's great about this band is they have plot and they have story, and they tell a story through a plethora of a world they created called Dima, bad guys Nico and the Niners, and this main antagonist character Clancy, which you guys have to watch the music videos. They all tell a story, and it's a world they created. It's like watching a movie. It's amazing. And then you want to know if Clancy's going to make it, if they're going to get out. Everything is a metaphor towards mental health, surviving, and all this stuff. It's awesome. Like, if you're a fan of 21 Pilots, you know there's so much dialogue, characters, and everything that goes with this band. And it's awesome because you don't know what's going to happen. Not only are you getting amazing music, but you're getting an amazing story. And apparently with this last album, we got Clancy, which, by the way, fucking banger of an album. Amazing front to back. We're going to go in order, though, all right? Before I jump into the stories and everything like that, I want to take it album by album and go from there. So we're going to start with when I fell in love with 21 Pilots. I fell in love with 21 Pilots when the album Vessel came out. And a little song came out called Holding On To You. Once I heard that song, I fell head over heels for this band. Then they made a beautiful ukulele song, which is the first song I ever learned on ukulele. House of Gold, which is a nice, beautiful song, only on uke. And it's amazing. And then Ode to Sleep, the opening. This band knows how to make an opening track for their albums. Every album they release, it has an amazing intro track. With Vessel, it's Ode to Sleep. With Blurryface, it's Heavy Dirty Soul, which, by the way, is, I think, my favorite 21 Pilots song is Heavy Dirty Soul. Then you get into the Trench album, Jumpsuit, which is another one of my favorite. Literally, I honestly think my top favorites are the opening tracks. Like, between Ode to Sleep, Jumpsuit, Heavy Dirty Soul, and then with Clancy, it's Overcompensate. Listen to these opening tracks. They're fucking bangers, man. They're amazing. So anyways, I fell in love with the band. But then once the album Blurryface came out, it truly captivated me to where I was like, this band is everything that I like. And because one of my favorite, I'm going to do a whole episode about them. One of the first bands I ever fell in love with was Linkin Park. And if you guys can see where I'm going with this, Linkin Park and 21 Pilots kind of have like the same vibe of like rock rap, electronica stuff. So that's always been my vibe. So Linkin Park is definitely one of my favorite bands as well. But 21 Pilots just has this place in my heart that I cannot let go. And it's amazing. Truthfully amazing. And if you want to keep up with the story of 21 Pilots, it really takes place with Blurryface. Blurryface is the first, basically first, implication of like, this is where the story begins. And we're introducing you to Blurryface, which is AKA, your insecurities, everything you hate about yourself, which is why he paints his hands and his neck black, because it's supposed to symbolize like he's self-conscious about the way he sings and plays music, and then his eyes turn red. It's fucking awesome. So you see this and you're like, this is very weird and interesting. And then you get captivated and you're like, I need to learn more. So you jump more into it. And then the music videos start saying all these crazy stories. Like with Heavy Dirty Soul, it shows like he's in a car, like he got captured by somebody and he's in no control of where this car is going. And that's kind of like how your mental health is. You're in no control sometimes of your own thoughts. But then, you know, at the end, it shows that he can break through. And then you get this, I don't want to break every single thing down. I want you guys to actually like go and watch and see for yourself, because it's amazing story writing and everything. There's like Fairly Local. There's just a whole bunch that goes into it. But I think the story really takes off when the album Trench came out. Trench, if you aren't a 21 Pilots fan, let's just say, it's the place that he gets, like the world takes place in. Trench is where the Banditos, Nico and the Niners are in Diva. So you learn about the location and the band of people that come by your side, the guys that wear the jumpsuits, yellow. And this album takes off with Jumpsuit, Levitate. You get to see Nico and the Niners. Chlorine, which introduces you to Ned. And at first you're like, what is this? Like, Ned, it's just a little like monster guy. Like, what does he have to do with the story? But then once you get to the next album, which is Skilled and Icy, you get to learn, oh shit, Ned had a big part in this story that you didn't even realize. So we'll get to there. But Trench was one of those things where it was like, fuck, this is insane. The yellow tape, the buzzed head. You get to learn about Nico and the Niners, them capturing Clancy, and the Banditos trying to come together to get him. And then we move into the next album, which is Skilled and Icy. This album was created during the pandemic, which is supposed to be like a term of like skilled back and isolated. I love that. And the whole album is basically they were forced, when they got captured by Dima, they were forced to make this album to perform for the people, to make it seem like, oh, we're on your side, da-da-da-da-da. And that's why it's so colorful and blah, 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 blah. But you learn a lot about the story of like Ned and more about Nico and the Niners. And it's more poppy album where you're like, huh? You know what I mean? And then they escape. And then we get into Clancy. This album, I felt like was like a Blurryface 2, right? Like, I am in love with the new album Clancy. We're getting a conclusion to the story, which I'm really excited about. With Paladin Straight, it's a over 6 minute song, and it's so beautiful and fucking overcompensate. We have even the songs. What I love too is they even do music videos that have nothing to do with the storyline. Like, one song that resonated with me on this new track, this new album, is Next Semester, which is about like literally just you not knowing what to do with the next semester of your life. And literally, it's a beautiful song. Like, if you can, please listen to it. And what's cool about the Clancy cycle of 21 Pilots is they made a music video for every single song on the album. So it's awesome because you get this like, you get visuals for every song. Not only that, but you also get to see like this homemade kind of feel for the music, because they made the music videos themselves, just with their friends and stuff like that. So it's really cool seeing like these artists have to like branch out and work with what they got, kind of. And then, as you can see, I got their tour merch on. This band, I've seen this band more than any band. I've seen them 3 times. That's the most I've ever seen. The next person that comes to mind is I've seen Panic at the Disco twice. And I think that's everyone I've seen multiple times. There might be another one I can't think of. But literally, I love this band. This band, I can proudly say this band like has helped me mentally. And I fucking love them. And I hate that sometimes they get hate because of the song Stressed Out and stuff. And they're like, oh, you know, like Car Radio. People are like, oh, it's just a theater kids did it. It's like, fuck off, dude. Like, generally, like, it's an amazing band. The writing is so complex and it's different. Like, you listen to music nowadays and it's like the same overproduced bullshit with no heart. But when you listen to this band, you can tell, like, there's a lot of emotion and feelings in their music. It's awesome. I've never been more captivated by a band in my life. And I really, really, really think you guys should give them a try. I think you should at least try to learn about their storyline for the Dima and stuff like that. And yeah, I can't push this band enough on people. And I hope more and more and more and more people learn about them and fall in love with them the way I do. And that's all I really have to say without saying too much. Beautiful music, beautiful songs, amazing albums. Their albums, all their albums front to back are beautifully made. And even the stuff that didn't make it, like the regional at best and all their, like, no pun intended, like stuff like that, or like they unreleased. There's a song they made that's not even public. Like, you can't get it on iTunes or anything. It's called Kitchen Sink. An amazing song, and they won't release it. And you're like, what the fuck? It's such a good song. Release it. So there's a lot of, like, lore. I love 21 Pilots, man. They made some bangers for some soundtracks. They have The Line that just came out for Arcane Legends. Awesome. They made Heathens for Suicide Squad. Amazing song. They're awesome, man. I keep saying the same thing. They're awesome. So guys, go check them out. Go listen to them. And that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Make sure you leave some comments about some topics of discussion you want me to talk about. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a rating on this podcast. Give it 5 stars, please. Or whatever you feel like it deserves, which is fair. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace.